Yo, what's up? This is Dan McDonald. I'm the Life Regenerator on YouTube. Of course you know that because you're probably a good friend of mine. And I sure appreciate having you here today. I just wanted to check in. I have the internet got turned on. It's been off for a few days. That's why I've been kind of distant. I know the crackheads start jonesing about this time. Love that joke. I'm at the Sivananda ashram, the yoga farm, and we are having a blast. We are having an amazing time. There is a lot of love and a lot of spiritual energy here, and each and every group becomes more and more powerful. And so this group is extremely powerful. Just people, most of the whole group is just people that are just really big friends of mine on YouTube and have really had to just, everybody's got a little bit different story, you know. Everybody gets a little something different out of these videos, you know. And it's not personal or anything like that. I don't take credit for it. I'm just lucky. I'm the one who's lucky. A lot of people think, oh, thanks for all the work and all this. It's work. But I'm the one who's really having a blast. I'm the one who learns. I'm the one who gets to have so much positive feedback from people. And you know what I'm saying though? But I'm giving it back out. I was just hanging with a friend of mine who had his whole life change from these videos, and he's telling me the story, you know. And we were in the sauna, and that's why my hair's always wet because I take hella showers every day, okay? But anyways, I was just talking to my friend, and I hope to interview him because he's really cool. And he made a video for me about 2 weeks ago, and he came out, and you know, I was just like, I mean, what I do is basically, I'm not going to tell you what I was saying, but I'm just going to say that it's become natural for me to build people up, but it's something you have to practice, I think. You have to just, you know, you have to just speak kind words, because you never know when you're the one that's going to change somebody's whole life. Because it really only takes one person to believe in us. There can be tons and tons and tons of negativity. You're too fat, you're too stupid, you're never going to be good enough, you stink, you're ugly, you're skinny. You're not smart enough, you're not good at math, you'll never be a very good student, you know, you'll never put on muscle, whatever. You hear all that. Mostly because negativity is heavy and easy. The positivity takes a little bit of work. If you eat the raw foods and you do the meditation and the yoga and basically just believe, then you'll have that energy and you'll be able to give it a lot more easily. I feel the raw food is very helpful. That's why I teach it as part of this program. We're all hyped. We're hyped on juice. I mean, we're basically all high, like on 3 juices a day. But anyways, I was inspired by my own self, kind of, by spending time with this gentleman who just really loves me, and he just says good things to me and builds me up. But I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like, dude, you are a champion. But the thing is he doesn't really realize he's a champion. Maybe you don't even realize that you're a champion, you know? And that's really why I'm here. I mean, I love the raw food. It's a fantastic hobby, you know what I mean? And it's totally beautiful. And it's really real. Like, if you want to clean out the negativity out of your life, clean out your body. Get rid of the negative vibrations out of the cell structures of the protoplasmic organism, while simultaneously replacing it with positive thinking, lots of love, lots of self-acceptance, being okay with who and what you are right now, and then just having fun growing. If you're not having fun growing, you're not doing it right. Yeah, it's challenging. Yeah, there's discontent, there's irritation during the growth process. There can even be impatience. But you should be able to have fun with that. You know, you should be seeing the process for what it is. I'm going through hell right now because heaven is on the other side of this bridge. So you keep walking forward. You know, you don't get to the gates of hell of your own unresolved issues and then turn around and go back into worse. Because you see the light on the other side. That's why teachers teach, because they're hoping that they can affect one more person to see the light on the other side at the end of the tunnel. So I like to speak positive words over people because, I don't know, he needed to hear it. Like, I could tell, like, when we were sitting in there, you know, I was like, this dude is never going to be the same. Just because he's never really had anybody tell him what a champion he is. My grandpa used to do that. He was the one that saved me, man. My grandpa used to be like, Danny, you're smart. You're funny. you're really going to do something with your life. I mean, he wasn't even my real grandpa. That was my step-grandpa. So thank God for sometimes saints like that come out of nowhere. They're not even your blood relatives. Your blood relatives, they all change your poopy diapers and think you're fat and never going to be good enough. You know, and they'll always remember that forever. You know what I mean? But your grandpa from outside your blood, he comes in there and says, Danny, you're going to be somebody. You know what I mean? And it might have been like his influence right there that like got me up to a really cool place, man, where there is so much love coming towards me for the videos that I do. So like I said, YouTube's kind of crazy. I never know what's going on. Do people think I'm nuts? Do they think I'm just some weirdo or what? But then I meet the real people and they're like, oh dude, I got rid of this. I cured up this disease. I've lost all this weight. I don't smoke crack anymore, you know, whatever. I'm like, whoa, dude. Other people's anorexics. This lady with the tumor got a hold of me. It's gone. I'll tell you about that when I tell you about the herbal detox. Huh. Do you bust tumors in 3 weeks? You do with the herbal detox and the fruits and the green diets. I said, that's pretty crazy, 3 weeks, but the MRI, man, it's not unheard of to bust a tumor in 3 weeks. It's just rare. It usually takes like 3 months, 6 months, a couple of years if it's really buried in there deep. But I mean, there's just miracles happening here because the truth's the truth. It's a simple little thing. It's like I'm so passionate about it. We're drinking juice, man. I couldn't even sleep last night. That's how high it is here, the energy. I know a lot of people are Christians and couldn't come to a yoga retreat, and I can dig that, you know. We'll have a Christian retreat too, and we'll all talk about Jesus, you know. Here they talk about, you know, it's more of a Hindu thing, but it's people just doing the best they can to love God and accept one another. And I'll tell you what, ashrams are just the same as the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's trying to work as much as they can to become a better person. And everybody's got some kind of spiritual walk. You know, so I'm just encouraging people to like believe in themselves. But I guess what I felt like making this video for was to try to build people up. I build myself up. You know, I look in the mirror, I'm like, and I learned this from my friend Ricky. He was like, Mike Tyson used to pay somebody to talk in his ear. You're the best. No one can beat you. I was like, damn, I got to get somebody like that. So Ricky and I started doing it to each other while we were making videos. So we'd be filming the DVDs and he'd be like, you're the best. Nobody's better than you, man. You're the best raw food teacher in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd be like, dude, you're healthy. You're ripped. Man, you're strong. You know what I mean? So when you speak favor over other people, man, it might seem like words at first. Because I remember when I used to do it, it was pretty dry, you know. But man, I listened to more Joel Osteen, I listened to more like David Hawkins, I practiced the practice. Now I go to the grocery store, dude, and I was at Whole Foods and these guys were hooking me up and we were getting like all kinds of new fruits and vegetables for this juice fast because we're going through it. And these guys at Whole Foods, man, I was just nice to them. I was respectful. I said, thank you for your time. Can you show me some more of the stuff in the fridge? And everybody got excited and then the guy was so cool and I gave everybody my card and I was like, yo, you got to watch the videos. And I was with all my friends from the retreat, and they're like, yeah, this guy here, he's cool. You got to watch his thing. And it was just respect. And then at the end of the thing, the guy gave us 10% off everything because we bought so much. And if you just, you know, expect the favor of God, you know what I'm saying? And you'll get it, but you got to give it. So be kind to people. And try to build them up. Like if you get to where I'm at and you kind of do it every day, it gets easier. Also eating a lot of raw foods and having energy like fruits and vegetables and green juices. And being in environments that are supportive. Like this is like super supportive. Everybody's supportive of one another. And that can be a big difference. So try to seek that out. Open up your heart to find supportive environments. Surround yourself with things that are amazing like flowers. You know what I mean? I just bought myself some flowers today. You know what I mean? Because they're beautiful. It's like $10 for beauty. I don't care. You know what I mean? It was fantastic. Somebody else ended up buying them for me anyways. So when you expect the favor of God and you give it to others with your words, which are powerful, and put your emotion behind it, like try to really see them realizing they can lose weight or be an artist or follow their dream. If anybody can tell you the truth about following your dream, it's me, dude. I wanted to be on camera. I wanted to talk about all the things I love. And guess what? I get to do that every single day. And people's lives change from it. I'm blessed and you're blessed and you're a champion, and I know that. And I know that the light that animates me and makes you love me is the light that is inside of you. Everything you see good in me is everything you like about yourself. So pat yourself on the back for being such a good person and for doing your best every single day. My name is Dan McDonald, and I just want to be a positive influence in this world. And I know you do too, because we are who we've been looking for. You know what I mean? We are the ones that are going to save the planet. Can you dig it? Subscribe to these videos, of course, because that's really cool. Numbers, all that. And check the links down below so we can keep this thing going, you know, because everybody got to eat. And I got to eat a lot because it takes a lot of fruits and vegetables to get full. So eat plenty of fruits and vegetables and don't worry about the money. It'll come. Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. Your servant. Thank you. Goodbye.